We've had a few things arrive since last time. One of them is floor mats, and we've also got a lift for the car. We're going to be getting a bit of help to put that lift in, but right now we're going to put these floor mats in. All right, so we actually got floor mats for the 150 in the last build. We didn't show them, but we got these bedrock ones, and they've been working really well, so we've decided to go the same again in the 250. So the 250 actually came with some rubber floor mats, but they obviously don't catch everything, and we had heaps of trouble getting the sand out. So these ones are nice and deep, and they're going to catch all the mud and sand and so forth. They're actually Australian made and owned, which is really good, much like us. So the factory floor mats don't cover this footrest. I remember having all sand sort of in there, and it takes forever to get that out. So they're a lot narrower. It also doesn't protect that sill. Move this back. A little sneak peek of our extinguisher mount that moves with the seat. Makes it easy to get floor mats in. Just like that. They fit really well. There you go, that's all covered up now. That footrest is covered up. You reckon there's much of a market for some slightly used 250 floor mats? Anyone? Marketplace? Save a bit of wear and tear on the carpet there, and the person sitting in the middle putting their feet up. All done.
Cool. Suspension time.
Yep, time to put the lift in. I suppose it'd be good to see what the lift's going to do in terms of not just clearance, but articulation, because I know the shocks are a bit longer, and that should help with a bit wheel travel. Okay. So you find you're fitting a lot of these MT64s now?
Yeah, definitely in the 70 series, they ride really well on them.
Oh, really?
Doing a lot in 300 series as well.
Thanks for coming out and helping us tonight. Really appreciate the offer to help fit it. And I know you've got a lot of experience here, so working at Fulcrum and now you're working at ARB.
Yeah, so when I first moved to Brisbane, I started my mechanics apprenticeship. So I did a couple of years at Toyota, did BMW for a while, worked at Fulcrum for a long time as well, and that's where I learned a lot with suspension, and slowly just tricking my way down now to ARB doing Stallman, and and just loving it there, and I still get my hands on the tools now and then with them as well, so even though I'm in the warehouse, I still...
Definitely in the industry, and I didn't know that you had so much experience. We've actually met Matt, actually met you through the club. So. Okay, so we've got the shocks, front and rear.
Yep.
UCAs this time as well.
Yep.
Gives us a bit more flexibility in the alignment and so forth, and we've got our springs. So brake line spacers, just to space them down?
Yeah, so it just helps just with modern day cars and everything, they're kind of not designed for lifts from factory. They're getting a lot more like that. You would notice that with R&D and design and building bash plates and stuff.
And this is just rear?
Yeah, so that's for the rear, just to help
rear
space
sway
it down.
by relocator. I remember I used to have to put the extra links on the 150.
These,
Okay.
So, it should be fairly straightforward. It's nice and easy.
So we're going to time ourselves. 5 o'clock. So these are a steel with a forging on the top, and it's a nice ball joint on there.
Yeah.
I like what they've done on the top. It's a little emu on there as well.
Yeah, so it's got a little emu, you unscrew that, you got your little grease knuckle hiding in behind there as well. So.
And
yeah, I think we've got left
springs,
is springs.
Wow, these look a lot bigger than the 150 ones, eh? Look like a progressive design as well.
Yeah.
That's cool.
A lot of new cars are designed to squat in the rear when you take off, and you end up with a lot of drive shaft vibrations, or you end up with harsh ride, or end up losing traction around corners. So they're trying to go back to the progressive design, so you get that better comfort, but you also get better stability on the road as well.
Do the backs first, rear first. Look at the size of those nuts. They've grown a set compared to the 150. So what do you reckon? We take the shocks off first?
Yeah, we can do that. You got something to support the axle with?
We do.
Yeah?
We do.
So if we support the axle, we can do that under the shock, under the sway bar. Pop the springs out, new springs in, shocks in. Happy days. Headlight sensor.
Oh yeah.
Need to undo that guy. Just to be on the safe side. If it feels like it's going to be tight, you want to undo it and then redo them back up. Like,
Yeah.
We done the brake line over here.
Yeah, that'll be easier.
We did the same on the other side. It just takes strain off everything.
I'm in trouble with the top of this one.
Oh, that's what these guys are for.
Oh, it's a big set of pliers.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Well, it's one of those things like, if you haven't done one of these before.
Yeah, I was wondering why you can put that big spanner in and the
Yeah.
big pliers in.
Sway bars are done. Take the bottom bolt out. And then, happy days.
Yep.
There you go. Nice and easy.
Cool. We don't need to retain any of the bushes or anything?
Nah, so
They
all come with new
it.
bushes. Yep.
Put this down here. You can grab one, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to see it in comparison.
Oh yeah, of course.
You want to compare shafts?
So you're going to get a bit more travel out of those.
Mm.
And that's probably why you got those sway bar relocators.
Yeah.
That's like 2,
Yeah, about 2 fingers. Sorry.
no, maybe 3, 2.5. Maybe
Depend-
two of your fingers, a bit thicker
Yeah.
than mine.
Yeah. Depends on the size of your fingers. Depends on how you want to measure.
And there you go. Decent, like probably
Yeah.
50, at least 50%, maybe twice as large. Pulls the other way around with the reservoir up the top and the shaft down the bottom. That's why you need the guards.
Mm.
Nice. You like this?
Bet you it sounds great on camera.
Something about anodized stuff, eh? It just looks so nice.
Making sure there's no left and right.
Are there left and right springs on the back? I didn't know that.
Oh, not in these, but some cars do have left and right.
Wow. So different lengths, different configuration.
Yeah, it's just to do like 200 series with KDSS.
Oh,
They actually
yes,
have,
yes.
because if you put in the same
lean.
amount of springs in it, they actually get
They
a
get
natural
a-
lean
they
to
get
them.
that
So,
lean.
yeah, if you just want to lower that down. Yeah, keep it going, keep it going. There we go. Give it a nice turn. There we go.
Oh,
Oh,
the sand.
that's a lot of sand in there.
Gary sand.
There we go.
That must be your 2 inches. A different height and probably a different spring rate.
Need your bump stop.
Ah, stuck in there.
There we go. Take all the sand out of it.
Do I have to rotate them? Well, it doesn't really matter. It's all flat on the top, eh?
Yeah, so normally flat on top. If you are doing one on an older car, that groove is sometimes a lot bigger.
Yeah, very substantial.
Being a new car, it's not too bad.
Cool. Okay.
We'll have to take that guy off.
Yep, I can do that. Oh,
More sand.
sand. Instead of having extended sway bar links, they just relocate the mounting point. I need
Yeah.
to talk that up too, but
Yeah, we can talk it all out the end.
yeah, we'll do it.
So, how much difference is that?
If you line up that hole with this top hole,
Even if you look at it that direction.
oh yeah, the difference between that hole and that hole, so that's how far it drops it down.
Yeah. There's that hole, there it is.
Okay, shock.
Shock.
Where was it? This one.
Yep. Do you want to take this guy off beforehand or we do it while
I think
it's
it's probably going to be easier, eh?
Yeah.
There's probably instructions, isn't
Yeah, there's probably is. That's what I was thinking.
there? Oh, you just twist it.
Yeah. To do that. That one.
This way, is it?
Yeah, so that locates up
Yeah, that's
into
got a
it.
little spigot and then a little washer on the top.
You're gonna have to start it.
Just.
Yeah.
Yeah, started. Persuader.
There we go.
Nice. What do you usually do? Do you wait till the end to torque everything up? Or?
I normally try to do it when there's weight on it because that's where it's going
Oh,
to sit.
of course. This one you
Oh.
don't have to on the top. The one on
No.
the bottom you definitely need to.
Yeah. So this is the way I prefer to do things. People do it all up, tied up in the air. I prefer just doing everything on the ground because that's where it's going to sit with weight on it. So
Yeah, so you're not
not
preloading
stretching
the bushes.
it. It's one of those things.
I've got my tippy toes there.
Awesome.
We'll get on the other side.
Rinse and repeat.
Yeah,
There we go.
There you go, cracked it. It's definitely got more space up the top here than the 150. I remember doing the 150s and there's no space up the top.
Look, the 150s are better than the 90 series.
Oh, really?
It's easier to drill a hole through the floor in the boot than it is to try to get your arm out there.
Get that bracket, put this one on. Why am I doing this by hand? Spring out.
Yeah, spring out. There it is. There.
Oh, sorry.
Almost got me. Got me with sand. Spring. That's real.
Like a little traffic cone.
It reminds me of, is it Devo? The artist? Put it on your head. Let it go. Whip it.
Okay.
See?
Oh, that's the way. Okay.
What made you decide to go to NT60 builds again? We did it on the 150.
I really like the ride of it down when I was driving it down to Melbourne and stuff like that. And I think the build quality and just the way they're made just really appeals to me.
Line everything up and then we move on to the front.
For 22, wasn't it? So we have to assemble the struts, don't we? Is there a trick to doing that?
As long as you got a spring compressor.
We do.
Yeah.
It's that one.
It's your best aim.
That'll work.
That'll work.
Yeah.
No front accessories, heavy front accessories. So
I reckon 5 would probably be ideal, maybe even 10. Well,
So is 20 the lowest setting?
20 is the highest, so if you got bull bar, winch and everything, you want to run it on there.
Yeah.
And then you can actually go down, you can actually drop the front.
You can drop the front, so that's neutral.
Yeah, that's neutral where it is
That's
there.
no lift.
No lift, so
Oh, so yeah, I want to actually go at least one. We're having issues with clearance in the front.
yeah. So I
That's the
reckon
main
we,
reason why I'm wanting to put a lift on, because the front they're so low.
So I reckon we go 2, see how
yeah,
it sits.
in the middle.
Yeah, because if not, we can compress them in the car with the spring compressors that we have and then pop it back down one if it's a bit too high.
Yep. Easy to pop it down than pop it up, eh?
Yeah.
That's how I should be doing it.
Yeah.
My fingernails.
Screwdriver's normally a nicer way of going.
That one there.
I reckon.
We're putting bash plates on, but not much else on the front, I would
Yeah.
say.
See how it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, let's rip into it. Yep, play bar, tie rod end, undo this guy, crack this guy, rip out these bolts through here so that's all nice and loose out of the way, undo that guy and the big guy there,
Cool.
and then straight out, arm out and replace.
Nice.
So, a little bit different than the 150, how you can just do them straight out the bottom.
Everything's very rusty already.
You know what helps with that?
Washing it. Remember last time I put the lift in, we stretched one of the ABS cables, had to buy one and replace it. I had a few other different brands of shocks and I installed all those myself, and there's just a few little niggly things that weren't well considered, and I've read about other issues that people have had. Everything's already considered, you know, this came with the relocation bits and pieces and how the springs hold into the collars and so forth. Yeah, just well-rounded, really. Oh, this cute little thing. Get to a snap on. What's he up to?
I'm up to needing a hammer. That's what I'm up to.
Oh, to release the...
I'm gonna pop the ball joints. There we go. That one's popped. Oh.
There you go. That moved.
Yep, there we go.
Did it go?
No, that's the bonnet. Sorry, that's why I made the noise. I could see it going. Oi.
That was a good one. You got that one?
Yeah, but all I can hear is me going, oi!
Make sure that I don't
Awesome.
Stretch those brake lines.
There we go. There we go.
Ta-da.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, sits onto there, so.
Yeah. And then we have to rotate them a particular way, you were saying.
So when we put that on, we make sure the tail of this
Oh.
is facing out to this side here.
Yeah.
So that way it doesn't get caught. I might move it down, that way we've got a bit more
Yeah,
room
it's
on the
on the
strut.
way for the strut top, yeah.
There we go.
So that's be like that, wouldn't it? Yeah,
Yep.
like that, lined up with that.
Yep.
There's enough room for the strut top. So out is. Yep, that looks right.
There we go. Yep. Happy days.
Yep, that looks good.
Sweet.
And you can see the difference.
Yeah.
It looks about 25 to 30 millimeters. A little bit more than my thumb. I reckon it's at least an inch longer. Cool. A bit more droop.
That's it. Now, you want to know a trick to get these on? You slightly loosen the upper arm, so the actual bolt itself, and
This
it will
one?
bring down, and you can slide that on, and then you can do the upper arm, and then go from there. As you can see, like the shock, it's got a long way to go down. So loosening that upper control arm bolt, you can normally push it down, and then it will slide in like that. Where is, there we go.
It's tight. The sand.
Look, it's a steady stream.
Yes.
Look at it all.
Like that salt magician. Well, putting this suspension on doesn't push this bolt out any further, so our shock guards shouldn't be a problem. So what's next, Matt?
So you should be able to undo the upper ball joint bolt now, no problems. Because the
I
arm's not
see,
going.
because it's supported.
It's supported now. It may be a cable on your side that we may have to wiggle
There's
out
a
the
little
road.
bit of a cable.
So we may have to bring it down.
Okay, undo all those. We've done all that.
There we go.
Ta-da! Got yours out in your hand.
You can probably pull it out a little bit more. Yeah.
Done.
Re-thread it in.
Yes, it shortens up the bolt there. Yep, you got it.
There we go.
It's got that hose in the way, eh?
Yeah.
It's an intercooler hose.
There we go.
Nice. It just has to go back together now, eh?
Yep. We go back up with it in the air and
Yep.
bolt everything on, bring it down, tighten everything, and
Where does this thing go? Oh, I see where that one goes. Okay. Well, it's those little brackets and stuff like that just makes the install nicer.
yeah.
There's the ones in the back, and this one little bracket actually fixed all the issues with the ABS lines.
Mm.
I'm gonna tighten everything.
Your back too is covered in sand.
Oh, as well.
Little bit of gari.
That's like when you go to Cape York and you always have that little bit of sand in your car.
A little bit of red dirt.
Yeah.
Last one.
Keep some clearance on the front there now. What do you reckon?
I reckon that's on the money.
Good to me.
It looks pretty level.
Yeah.
It came off the things pretty good.
See how it settles, and
Yeah.
because the front wheels
Well-
at the moment probably be in.
Trying to get some weight onto it.
Straight or
Oh yeah, on an angle.
Please tell me that came from you.
That came from my mouth. Okay. I think that's good. Whew. The shock guards in overnight. So we've got the lift in on the 250, and we've also put a set of new tyres on, slightly bigger. We've gone for some Yokohamas. These are made in Japan. They're a slightly more aggressive all-terrain. For all the people out there who want to know, they're a 275/70 R18. Gives you about an extra 40 mil in diameter, about another 20 mil lift. Now with the suspension lift and the tyres, totally changes the stance of the vehicle, actually makes it look really tough. Now, when we're putting the suspension in, we did notice that the shocks, the MT64 shocks, were definitely longer, giving us more travel, more articulation. Same deal on the front. The front struts were definitely longer. Even had little brackets to relocate the ABS lines so you don't stretch them and break them. So obviously, we're really curious as to how much extra articulation we have, because that makes all the difference on the tracks. Getting those tyres on the ground and getting that traction. So we've built some flex ramps because this is the easiest way to quantify and compare how much articulation, how much wheel travel we have compared to the stock vehicle to a lifted vehicle. So these are the ramps we've come up with. We put one on each tyre, cross tyre, and what that allows us to do is it allows us to flex the vehicle out without sort of really putting the vehicle on a huge angle. And what we'll do, we'll drive up on these ramps until the opposite wheels lift off the ground, and we'll measure the difference in the suspension position on the front and on the back. And that gives us an actual quantifiable measurement, and then we can compare before and after. You've probably seen the typical flex ramp, the really big ramp where you just drive one wheel up and you see how far you can get up. Those are one way to measure articulation, but they can be a little bit hard to sort of compare vehicles because your car's on a pretty severe angle. What we did, we measured the cross wheel articulation by putting a ramp under each wheel. And originally we tried doing it with some little household car ramps, and the 250 flexed those right out, and we had to sort of put blocks of timber and stuff under it to get a measurement. We knew that when we put the new suspension in, we'd need to make our own set of ramps. So we've come up with these, sort of a two-stage ramp, so we can get up to the first step and then up to the next level. Now, the front one will be fine because you've got plenty of clearance, but the wheel on the other side, which needs to go underneath the side step, we'll just use the first section of it. So this is our version of articulation flex ramps. So with these ramps being a sort of a two-stage ramp, I'm going to get this front wheel up onto this sort of level first, and then we'll put the other ramp in. And then that way we can get it up to this sort of higher level, and that's where we'll get the vehicle teetering on the tyres. Okay, the other ramp's on that rear left tyre, the passenger tyre. I'm actually in low range as well because that gives me a little bit more control. So I can feel that back going up now. There you go, you've got a little bit of slippage. I'm just trying to get, okay. Okay, that's it. That's as high as I can go. I've got both wheels slipping. I'm trying to put that in the park, and we'll go measure the difference in wheel travel. Is it going to slip back? Probably. Oh, that didn't move too much. I got long legs. There you go. So there's actually a fair bit extra that we could go. Might be able to flex out a GU way. You can see the scuffing there, so they're just sort of touching. So we can be a bit more consistent with our measurements. Got this little 3D printed jig here to get the center of the tire, and we're going to measure to a point on the wheel arch that I've already marked there. So what do we got here? 560. 560. Now, articulation doesn't actually depend on the size of your tyres. It's all about suspension travel. And we're going to go measure the other side, and we take the difference of the two, and that gives us the amount of travel we have. Well, I need this thing, won't I? I'll Get a measurement. So this side, the actual suspension's down. And on this side, we've got, let's call it 640. This wheel's nicely tucked up. Let's go measure this one. And this one, obviously the back's got a heap more travel than the front. What have we got here?
Pretty flexy.
So this is crawl control with traction control turned on, which means that it should even keep going if the two tires are off the ground. Just make sure we don't go off the end of the ramps. See, it's going up. Woo! That's interesting. Oh, it's
Stop.
like, whoa. My wheels are definitely off the ground.
Yeah.
They actually went up the ramp, so that's pretty cool, the traction control. Am I rocky?
The front wheel's about yay.
Yeah, no, I can see. I don't want to go very much further.
No, yay off the ground.
Oh, really? Can I park it? I'll put it into park. Off the brake. Still off the ground?
Yeah.
Maybe I can re-measure my articulation. Hey, look at that. Yeah, I got a little bit more. 530. $660. Gonna have another 10 millimeters. No, more than that. 70. 130. I got heaps more. I forgot my. $825. Yeah, I got another 5 mil on the back. On this side at least. This one's super tucked up. 420. Wow, got enough. Yeah, another 20 mil. 400, 405 on the back. So I got an extra 25 mil total on the back and another 50 mil on the front by using crawl control. It's like the magician. Yeah? No strings. It almost goes to show you that maybe these flex ramps aren't enough, because I've almost gone to the.
Yeah, imagine a coil.
Okay, we're off.
You can walk me through what you're doing because I can hear ya.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm shifting my big knob. Low range, gonna get us up onto the first step of this flex ramp. Ooh, nice. And then we're gonna get the other ramp in. Oh, it's not as good. Off the ground yet?
No, but proper spinning.
Yeah, the traction control on the older Prados is not as good. So let's try again. Surely that's off the ground.
No, it's just like it's touching, it's kissing.
Okay. That's enough. The traction control, the crawl control was working. The traction control was working, but it's nowhere near as smooth as that one. 540. 650. 400. 780. No, the 250 wins. 250 wins by a long shot. So we've finished all our flex ramp articulation measurements, and I thought I'd just explain what we're trying to do there and what we're measuring. So we've got the ramps on the two cross wheels, and that allows us to angle the front set of tyres and the rear set of tyres to their maximum travel. That gives us our articulation. Now we measure the difference between the tyre on the left and the right, on the front and the back. That gives us our total articulation. Just add those two numbers together. So now that we've got all the numbers, the modified Prado 250 with the lifted suspension from ARB gives us an extra 45 mil of total articulation. Now that's mostly in the rear axle. We actually lost a little bit on the front, but that's because to get the 2-inch lift, you have to put stiffer springs on the front suspension, and because the front suspension's got a really thick sway bar, that limits the amount that the wheels can travel independently of each other, if that makes sense. But overall, still a good result. The reason why the rear axle can flex a lot more is because it's got a much smaller sway bar on the back, and the live axles, they're just a lot more limber and they can actually move a lot more. Now, really happy that ARB have supplied the extra bracketry to reposition the brake lines and to reposition the sway bar mounts. That allows us to have that extra articulation without damaging anything or restricting the travel. We also put the Prado 150 on the flex rams because I wanted to compare how our modified 150, which also has a lift and ARB suspension, how that compared to the 250. Now, interestingly enough, the 150 has exactly the same articulation as a stock 250 Prado. And that explains why this vehicle performed so well in its stock configuration when we took it up to Genoan. The soft factory suspension's pretty flexy. So our suspension modifications have given us more clearance, which is what we needed, as well as more articulation. Now we've gained a 2-inch lift, as well as another 20 mil clearance from the bigger tires, as well as a total of another 45 millimeters of articulation. So what that means is we're going to be able to do those tougher tracks, clear those obstacles much more easily.